So, we've been talking about multiple sclerosis. We've been talking about stress. Now it's time to move on to the real reason that you're participating in this program, and that's to learn about stress reducers, pain reducers, to get some help. So let's just begin by taking some deep breaths to let go of thoughts that you might have been having about stress and about MS. And for the rest of the time, we're going to be looking at some solutions, ways to help. Understanding that you may already know so much of this. You may already know about possible causes of stress. You may even know about stress reducers. But it's important in the beginning to just review. So, let's look at some stress reducers. And you may have even more. Some really good stress busters. So a really big one, a really important one, is asking for and receiving the help that you need. Now, this may be a cause of stress for you if you ask and you don't receive the help that you need, or if you're struggling with asking. But it's important to know that this will help to ask for what you need. And if you're not getting the help that you need where you're asking, you need to ask someplace else. And that's part of reducing your stress, is finding out where you can get the help that you need. Really assessing what it is that you need and asking where you can get that help. Really important piece of lowering your stress. So, another really important thing in living with MS and living in general is being realistic about what you can accomplish in an hour or a day. If you're finding that you're stressed, you're overwhelmed, there's a really good possibility that you've taken on more than is realistic for you to be able to accomplish in an hour or a day. It's really important for you to be realistic about this. So this may seem simplistic, and it is simple, but it's often not easy to be realistic. Getting enough sleep is very, very important in reducing stress. And if you're having difficulty sleeping, it's important to consult your physician, look at some relaxation possibilities, get some more information about good sleep hygiene, which can be available to you through your doctor. It can also be available to you online. And take a look at good sleep hygiene. Meditation and prayer, really good stress reducers. And we will be doing some meditation in this program. Sharing with a supportive person. Psychotherapy is the process of sharing with a supportive person who has some expertise to be able to help you, versus sharing with a supportive person who just loves you or understands or is a good listener. Having fun, very important. Exercise. Finding a way to move any little bit, anything. There's lots and lots of different types of exercise, and there's adaptive exercise. Very helpful for stress reducer. Yoga, Tai Chi, Qigong are all really good. Taking breaks, taking some deep breaths. Like right now, you can take just a deep breath and let it go. And you may notice that that helps a little bit. Some hobbies that are low stress. Sometimes people can take on hobbies that are very stressful. Find ones that lower your stress. Having a positive outlook or creating a positive outlook. Affection, getting hugs, getting licks from a dog or a cat, or petting. Having a good sense of humor, getting a massage, listening to music, writing in a journal, and the all-powerful smile. These are all some stress reducers, and you may already have some of your own that are real stress busters. And certainly if you do, stay with those, or try some of these out. What are mind-body interventions? You hear about mind-body. What does that mean? Well, what it means is the mind. What we think, what we feel, affects our body. Psychological stress, which occurs in our minds, can produce physiological stress. A really good example of this is when you might be at home, safely in the comfort of your own home, in a room that you recognize, watching a scary movie. Now, if someone were to ask you, you're aware that you're relaxing in your home, watching a scary movie, on one level. On another level, you might find that you're tensing up, your breathing changes, your pulse rate may be going up, and if someone were to come into the room and surprise you when you were focused on this movie, you may jump or startle. Just a little bit. There may be just a little jump in your body, in your mind. Once again, you know that what's happening to the person on the screen isn't happening to you, but your body begins to interpret it. So mind-body interventions use this rather than taking a scary movie to scare you and increase your pulse rate and create that feeling in you. Mind-body interventions are geared towards helping you use your mind to produce desired physiological reactions, such as relaxation, soothing, and increased comfort. Many of the assignments that you will get during this program include mind-body interventions. So, this is the end of the education portion of this week. Congratulations, you've made it through all of the material, all of the introductory material. In just a moment, we'll be moving on to the assignments. But I wanted to just review what you will be learning in next week's segment. And this will be published a week from when this one began. Each week there's a new one. So next week you will learn What happens when the body experiences stress? Now, we talked just a moment about this when we talked about that scary movie. I'll go into it a lot more. We'll be talking about the connection between stress and pain, how thoughts and beliefs can increase or decrease stress, and these can be known as negative schemas and positive self-talk. This comes from the world of cognitive behavioral therapy. You'll learn about coping strategies, healthy and potentially harmful or not so helpful coping skills. And you'll learn about mindfulness and compassionate listening.